Welcome to today's session of Host Insights with RMC Asia. I'm very happy to welcome you today, and to everyone watching. Matthew is RMC Asia's Director of Operations. Let's begin by talking a little bit about your role at RMC Asia.
I joined RMC Asia back in 2015, so almost from the beginning of the company. And I've been in the recruitment, I've been in operations, and coming from the hospitality industry as well. I right now manage all the operations, so all the once a candidate is registered with us. Our goal in operation is to prepare the candidates and assist the candidates for him to have a smooth and nice experience, and find him the program that he's looking for, the cultural exchange program that he's looking for. So it's like everything after the registrations until the candidates arrive at destinations. From almost the start, preparing the candidates for his interviews, introducing the candidates to all the hotels that we work with, and then helping the candidates and assisting the candidates during the visa process, make sure the candidate is ready to travel abroad, and then once the candidate is at destinations, also assisting him. And it's in both parties, so it's with the candidates and also with the hotel, so we are dealing with everyone.
Actually, what do you feel you enjoy the most about working with both host organizations and participants?
For the candidate side is really helping the candidates to living a dream, because like traveling abroad in a beautiful countries, having a nice experience, you'd have the possibility to gain an experience in a 4 and 5 stars hotel. It's something very valuable for a career. Like, it's not only the cultural exchange, but for the whole career. And on the other side, HR, it's like working with the hotel. It's helping the hotel to have the best candidates and the right candidates to join their team. So it's also, and helping them also to save time during the whole process.
Yeah, so RMC Asia works with hotels, with host organizations all across Asia and the Middle East. Actually, which destinations do you primarily work with?
As the director of operation, I will say that there is not one destination. I'm covering all of them. UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, Maldives, Thailand, Vietnam, and Hong Kong. This is our main destinations at the moment we are recording this, and we have some special project arriving sometimes. I will say that when you are doing a cultural exchange program and your goal is really to learn and to gain experience and become a professional in the hospitality industry, this is great to be able to visit new countries. When you work in the hospitality industry, you are facing guests from everywhere in the world. So if you never travel in your life, that's a bit difficult to understand, to put you in the positions of your guests, you know. So once you do this and you travel abroad, and you see what it is to be in another countries, you can easily understand what the guests expect. And the quality of the hospitality in all the countries we work with are very amazing. So it's very a good place to learn.
I think all of our destinations really have very, vibrant hospitality industry, and also highly developed actually. So when it comes to specifically the hospitality industry, how do you think the role of these kinds of programs, of cultural exchange programs, of internships abroad, how has this evolved over time?
First, the diversity of the candidates. Before, all the staff in a hotel were more local. Now I think that it's more diverse. It's more from everywhere in the world. And also now I think that everything is more based on the task and responsibilities that the candidates will do, and it's much better. It's not anymore associated with cheap labor, because before some hotel were seeing interns as cheap labor. Right now they are really giving them the chance to learn on job. They have real responsibilities, and they can really gain experience during the whole training and during the whole cultural exchange program to become someone like a professional in the hospitality industry. This is really something that the candidates can target if they are interested to stay longer in the countries. They can be absorbed as a permanent employee. This is something very beneficial for both sides, because the HR, they are spending time and training the candidates, and and the candidates learn the process of this hotel. So keeping and absorb the candidate as a permanent employee, it's really something that every hotel must look, and many of them are looking for that.
In your opinion, what makes a partnership between RMC Asia and our host organizations successful and strong?
First point, I will say that it's trust. We need to trust each other. We need to be on a partnership collaboration. We are not working for the hotel, we are collaborate with the hotel, and this is something very important. The quality of the program for the candidates, because we are always aiming for long-term collaborations with the hotel we work with. And same as the candidates, many candidates, they reapply with us for a second and a third programs. They find that the service that we provide and the kind of program that they have access with us are amazing. But to have access to this kind of programs, we need hotels that understand that and not consider the candidate as cheap labor, and giving quality programs where the candidates are very able to learn and to grow, with the company. And
how do our team at RMC Asia support host organizations in preparing for accepting international interns, and also how do we support the interns throughout their whole process of the program?
The hotel will have access to a diversity of candidates from everywhere in the world. Bringing the diversity with one way of working and step-by-step process, which is like the process that we put in place, it's everything. It's for the HR to save times, and for the candidates on the other side to have a smooth process and not complicated, and they can focus on their study and everything, and having a really smooth experience to find their internship or their cultural exchange programs. On the other side, with the HR, they have access to a diversity of candidates. They will save time because we pre-screen every candidate. We coordinate all the interviews, so they don't have to do this. We send intent of hire to the candidates. So once we start the visa process and the candidates receive the real official offer letter, they already knows everything. So it's a matter of it's hours before they sign the document. So collecting all the documents during the visa process very help also the HR at the hotel. We also handle all the questions of the candidates. So we handle all the communications with the candidates, and we just send them exactly what they need, for the process of the visa to be smooth and to move forward as quickly as possible. Some of the issue the HR can face when they work with international candidates is the expectations. So the candidates arrive in the countries and it's not what they expect. The culture shock as well. I traveled myself. I was 20 years old when I left my country. I will say that the first weeks were challenging. And sharing this kind of things with the candidates, that yes, they will face a culture shock when they arrive in a new country, and this is part of the experience. If you don't give up during these times, then you can face any challenge, and you will know that you will not give up, and you will continue and you will push through. That's something very valuable for your life, not only your career but for your life, to be able to travel, to adapt yourself to a new place, a new destinations, new environment. So preparing the candidates to this, make sure that the retention for the hotel will be good, will be very high, because the candidates are well prepared. They receive booklet informations, pre-departure call from our team. So when they arrive at destinations, they have the right expectations to be able to adapt themselves and stay in the country for the whole durations of the program.
I think you've explained really well how RMC Asia helps to streamline the process and really make it very, not just productive, but also very comfortable for all the parties involved. And I think it's very important to have somebody who can sort of guide you and help you with any challenges, and also with things like documents, for example. Sometimes it's really hard to organize them, and I know that at RMC Asia we basically just give them a list of, okay, this is what you need to prepare, and I think that's very, very helpful for participants, for candidates. You mentioned also some of the challenges that both host organizations and interns can encounter throughout the program. How do we help them navigate these issues, especially if it's something like happening internally, or like the candidate has their concerns or problems once they arrive?
Once the candidate is arrived, he is an employee or an intern at the company. They should treat this as like any other job or any other internship, or like it's a real work experience. While we cannot interfere with the work policy of the hotel because it's their business, so they manage their business as they want, we can support the candidates and try maybe to help or to alert the hotel that something is going on, and so we are there to assist and to adapt the candidates, but also the hotel, to make sure that everything will be okay and business will continue and the candidates will have everything solved. And in some countries, like doing a visa extension, can be complicated. So once they are in program, once they are like at destinations, they need to do the visa extensions, and it might be once again complicated. So we are there to assist them, to give them once again the right informations and the right instructions on how to do it.
As one final takeaway, I was wondering if you could give some guidance to our students and young professionals who are looking to build their hospitality career through our programs.
I've been there, so it's something that I can really share from my experience. First of all, to be eager to learn. Adapt yourself, don't give up at the beginning, make some friends as soon as possible. Being open-minded, it's also great. Focusing not only on the 6 month or the 12 month that you will be there, but focusing on the whole career, the benefit that you will pick from this experience and that you will bring to another one after. Focus on the task, the responsibilities, the fact that you are having an experience abroad, that you are discovering new cultures. This will be really beneficial for your career. Do things with a smile, and we will welcome you with a smile. And on the HR side, we are eager to collaborate with you.
All right, thank you so much, Matthew. That's really great. And thank you again for sharing your 10 years of expertise since you've been working with RMC Asia basically from the beginning.
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you very much.